Dang, we had a show. It's like the 155 of these.
155 of them, man.
When last time we had an SOTG? All right, when was the last time we had one at the right time?
154, and that was what? That was March, wasn't it?
That was in March. It's been a while.
It's been a while, man. We had a lot of games, man.
But we here. Class is in session. Ring, ring, ring. Everybody take your seats. Dr. Joseph Gregory back in my doctor mode. Why you mean mug?
That's that mean mug. That what's good.
Letting everybody know you from the Wild Hunters, man.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to say what's good.
Dr. Chris Rouse, what's going on? Students of the game, we back in the building. You might hear from Dr. Justin Adams later. You know. News of the day. The Mariners beat the White Sox today 5-1. I got a couple of two-run homers for Mitch Haniger and Kalinick. A couple of two-run bombs. 5-inning pitch by Louis Gilbert. And they beat the Sox today 5-1. Jimmy Lambert took the loss for the Sox. Only went 3 innings, gave up a couple of runs.
Hey, can I say something about that? Can I say something about that White Sox game?
You sure can.
That game was heavily affected by the wind, and I personally know that it was because, one, I was out in the wind myself. Not at that game, but I know how that wind was working. Winds was up to 30, 40 miles today.
Yeah, I'm going to be out in the wind tomorrow. So
yes. So it was real. The wind was real today.
For my own doubleheader. Cubs in action right now. They're in the bottom of the second. Seiya Suzuki with another RBI. They got 3 runs in the first. One of those came on his double. That kid has been raking already.
Big fan.
Cubs lead right now 3-0. That game in the bottom of the second. And then NFL news, Sammy Watkins coming to the division. I guess he's in a rivalry now. Signs a 1-year deal worth $4 million with the Packers.
Okay.
Did y'all bring me a bottle of water?
Man, my fan can't fall, bro. No,
yeah, I know.
I almost had a technical difficulty, bro. My fan, if this fan would have failed, bro, this show might have ended early. I was just saying, it probably would have fell on all the equipment, messed it all up. And that's why I was like, I was trying to cool, but I had to wear that fan in. If
that would have happened, everybody in this house would have gave you a standing ovation. They probably would have sent you a gift card or something. That would have happened.
Hey, real quick, let's say what's good to Lakina McGee in the chat tuning in. Thank you, Lakina. It's been a minute.
Lakina, it's been a minute. How you doing, Lakina?
Yeah.
What's up?
Everybody, see what's going on right now as we get into it. Everybody in the city right now is nervous. You know why?
Why they nervous, man? Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you why they nervous. Because the playoffs are here, and 2, because the Bulls got to play the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks starting Sunday at 4:30. Good evening, Monica. How you doing? But wow, man, Bulls have not looked good at all this past week. I mean, they won 1 game since we had a show, and that was because really nobody played for Minnesota. We'll get to them in a minute, but Bulls have looked very bad. They lost to. Like I was talking about that last part of the schedule, with Miami, Milwaukee, and Boston coming here. They all came here. Everybody walked away with double-digit victories. So, I mean, how long are the Bulls going to be in the playoffs? Can we be in there? I mean, are we going to be in there for a Wisconsin minute? No, it's only like a 2.5-hour drive to Wisconsin, man.
What's a Wisconsin minute? Is that 4 games, 5 games, 6 games? What is that? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I love the Chicago. Look, I love the Chicago Bulls with all my heart. But I don't see the Bulls. I don't really see the Bulls taking this past 5 games. Like the fan in me wants to say 6, but if the Bucks pulled the brooms out, I wouldn't be surprised at all, man. The Bulls have looked bad against Milwaukee all season. The one game they looked good was the 94-90 game back when Caruso got hurt. But other than that, I mean, the Bulls really have no answer for stopping Giannis inside. And I just don't really see them getting the game. Realistically, I don't see them getting the game. But as a fan, Bucks and 6, man. Bucks and 6, man.
I mean, they got to put up about. I mean, Levine and DeRozan got to get about like 70 a game just to be in the game, right?
Yeah.
Just about. I mean, Pat Williams had 35 on Sunday against Minnesota. That was great. You hope he can get 15 a game just for them to go up against Milwaukee. Yeah, man, they just don't match up good with Giannis. Feels like Drew Holiday, if the game is close, it feels like the last 8 minutes, I feel like he's just gonna try to take over things. And then you got a guy like Chris Middleton, sort of like a jack of all trades for them right now as far as his playmaking ability, shot making ability, and playing good wing defense. So DeMar DeRozan's gonna have to put in a lot of work. They call him the king of the fourth quarter. He's going to be the king of all four quarters starting Sunday in Wisconsin.
Just to get the Bulls some hope, like they gotta establish something on the interior, man. Like they have to establish something. And defensively, they have to find a way to contain Giannis. I think Patrick Williams will be key. Patrick Williams will be a huge key in this series. Let's see how much offense he can give the Bulls to go with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, as you said. Also, Nikola Vucevic. I think Vucevic and Williams on offense, they have to be aggressive. They have to assert themselves for the Bulls to have a chance. On defense, they got to stop Giannis, and I think that's probably going to fall on the shoulders of Patrick Williams.
Yeah, they got to be aggressive. It sounds like you said, but at the same time, got to try to be aggressive and try to stay out of foul trouble. He's dealing with somebody like Giannis and Brook Lopez, who is back now. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be very tough.
Don't get that back scratch no
more.
My back gonna be itchy.
No.
Hopefully on Monday it ain't too bad when we talk about the Bulls. Just hope it ain't too bad.
Hope it ain't too bad, bro.
Hope it ain't too bad.
I mean, it should. I mean, Monday they'll only be them playing one game, so
right.
So they either gonna be up 1-0 or down 0-1. So,
but I don't want to be talking to you like, man, the Bulls just lost 132 to 90 or something, and we just look like it ain't no hope.
But let's be real. If they lose by like 30 points, would you really be like? We've seen that. We've already seen it. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's just it. Like, it's if they lose, I'm not surprised. I'm just not. So it's like, okay, it doesn't hurt. I see it coming. It's okay. I feel, you know what? I feel like it's okay that the Bulls take a first round exit. Just getting to the playoffs is a win this year, man. Look,
it is.
I had hopes of seeing them get to the second round, maybe losing 7 or something like that. But look, I'm gonna be real with you. Just to get back to the playoffs for the first time in 5 years, and you got there with your new core. And I mean, like, come on, who hits it out the park the first time? Who hits it out the park the first time? How often do teams hit out the park the first time? Exactly. So it's like, it's okay, man. It's okay to take the first round L, man. It's okay, bro. Marco Simonovic looked good. I'd like to see him with an off season. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Hill is solid. Tyler Cook, solid two-way guy. They're developing, man.
They're developing.
It's okay, man. It's okay to take a first round loss to the defending champs who probably gonna go back to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's okay, man. It's okay.
You got it's the competitor in me. It's the competitive nature. I'm from Chicago.
Me too. But Joe, we've been seeing this coming for like 2 months. It's like, okay. The thing is, 2 months ago we was talking about this heavy because it's like, damn, we really not winning it this year, huh? It was that.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like watching.
It's like, damn, we really not winning it, huh?
It's like watching a tragedy about to happen, but it's happening in like slow motion.
Right, and you can't do nothing about it but watch it, bro.
You can't do nothing about Sunday. Sunday's coming. Sunday gonna be
coming, bro. Like
5:30 is coming on Sunday.
It's happening, bro. The Milwaukee Bucks are gonna win this series. I'm not even gonna stall y'all out with my Bulls fandom, and I know I'm a commentator for the Windy City Bulls and all of that. But hey, man, I think Milwaukee is winning this series probably in 4 games. But the fan in me says Bucks and 6. Bucks and 6, man.
We're gonna get one.
I'm gonna be real, man. Like the fan of me says Bucks and 6 because I can see the Bulls win game 1 and be like, yeah, shut up, everybody, and then you know we get up 2-1 like we get up 2-1 like we did in 2015, and then Milwaukee show that championship medal.
We win one game, we're gonna piss them D off. We're gonna really piss them D off. We win one game.
Oh man.
Plans. Other night, Brooklyn Nets behind 34 points and 12 assists from Kyrie Irving. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 115-108. They are now the 7th seed. They'll be playing Boston this weekend to start that playoff series. Still hearing this speculation. Now, the speculation that I heard this morning, as I was researching, they say possibly Ben Simmons to be back. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I said too when I heard that. I was like, what?
They say Ben Simmons could be playing, and maybe you could look for him maybe in game 4. I don't really see how this is possible, considering one, he's not even playing 5-on-5 in practice yet.
He hasn't practiced.
And
he hasn't played all season.
He hasn't played all season, so his conditioning has got to be terrible. And then the back pain. A back can flare up. I'm not saying he needed surgery. I don't know how major it was. Wow.
See Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah. But we already knew the Nets were gonna be dangerous down here at the 7 or 8 hole, whoever they was gonna have to face, whether it's gonna be Miami or Boston. So now they know it's gonna be Boston. So can they beat Boston, especially with Boston right now crippled a little bit, not having Robert Williams in the lineup, Kyrie Irving, and shout out to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. They had combined for 23 assists on Tuesday, making their teammates better. Even had Andre Drummond up there looking like somebody said, looking like a poor man Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Just getting all the tough like a $2 steak. How far can these Nets go, man?
Hey, what day was that? Tuesday?
Why are you asking that?
What day was that? Tuesday when they played Cleveland. Tuesday they convinced me they could beat Boston. They got Tuesday convinced me they could beat Boston. And I'm gonna go with Brooklyn to beat Boston because Boston doesn't have Robert Williams. And honestly, what I saw against Cleveland with Bruce Brown and Nick Claxton, that's got me convinced. That with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, if they can do that against Boston without Robert Williams, and KD and Kyrie can have some great scoring games, and if they can find a way to contain Jason Tatum,
that's gonna be
But think about it. Last year, they beat Boston last year.
That was last year.
Two different teams now.
Yeah, very different.
Two very different teams now.
Super different.
But I still think Brooklyn, if you ask me who's got the talent edge, I would go with Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie alone. And
I went to Rockies today.
And like I said, they got me convinced, man. They got me convinced. I got Brooklyn in 6, man. Brooklyn is taking this in 6 from Boston.
Very motivated of Kevin Durant. It's a very scary proposition. Excuse me. Now, very, very scary proposition is a motivated Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I think Kyrie Irving is probably going to be licking his chops a little bit with this series facing his ex-team. Remember what happened that one year they did play in Boston? He's played with Tatum and Brown and Smart and those guys.
I feel like Kyrie is past that. I feel like we aren't. Well, I'm past it, but I feel like we as fans aren't past it, or media members aren't past it because it's a storyline. I don't think that's a story anymore. I think the real story. You talk about motivation. You don't think Brooklyn realizes who they might be playing in that next round? You don't think they know who they might be seeing in that second round if they can get past Boston?
Oh, they definitely know.
You could get Milwaukee again in the same round. The same round when you was KD's big ass foot, his words, not mine, away from from possibly winning the title last year. Man, I think Brooklyn. There's a lot of motivation on that team. On top of that, all the chatter we've been hearing all year, and then you got I can't remember who said this the other day, but they said if there was, I think it was Stan Van Gundy. He said if there was ever a time to play Boston, this is the time, and I totally agree with that. So I think Brooklyn right now, they might be catching Boston at the right time with injuries, and also Brooklyn, like you said, playing motivated basketball. So that's a 6.
Yeah, injuries don't have an off season, unfortunately for Boston. Big time rim protector inside, and Robert Williams is going to be injured.
Last time he told me they're not seeing
there's something that strikes me about this Boston team. Where I still, even though they're the 2 seed and people are making them out to be an underdog, I kind of feel like they can win this in 7.
Well, this is not like second, third.
You think Brooklyn is 7?
No, I say Boston is 7.
Oh, Boston is 7. Okay.
Nah, Boston is 7.
That's fair. Hey, if that's how you feel. Hey, I got Brooklyn at 6, man.
I think Udoka, the coach, I think he figures this out somewhere along the series. I see this. I can see Brooklyn winning game 1, Boston winning game 2 and 3, and Brooklyn winning. I think it's going to be a war. But I'm gonna go with Brooklyn. I'm gonna go with Boston in 7.
Yeah, look at you.
And the thing that's gonna make me go Boston in 7 is just the way they defend. I mean, defensively, they've been defending at another level this second half of the season. I'm gonna be very interested to see who Jaylen Brown picks up, particularly third and fourth quarters of games. Is he gonna take the challenge to take on Kevin Durant, or is he gonna try to take on the challenge to try to take on Kyrie Irving? Also, Marcus Smart is gonna play a big part in that. So I just like the way Boston defends. I think they win in 7. We're gonna see some 130 to 125 games. But I think as you see, as the series starts to get to that game 4, 5, 6, when the game starts to slow down, when everybody knows each other plays and know each other's moves and everything, I think Boston might be able to get it.
That's fair.
And here's the great thing: if I'm wrong, you won't be able to know about it because we won't have a show, unless you ask me to come on your show, and then you want to embarrass me.
But I'm gonna tell you this: if you're right, I wouldn't be surprised. Boston can lean on their defense. Boston has a great defense. They have 2 very talented players as well, in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I think Boston is a very disciplined team for a team coached by a rookie head coach. Consider that, coached by Ime Udoka. How disciplined this team is. He looked like he came from the Greg Popovich coaching tree. So they look like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like how Budenholzer did in Atlanta. So it don't surprise me, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think Boston was 23 and 24.
Yeah, Boston was amazing. I even said Boston was the hottest team in March.
In these last 35 games, they just took it to another level to rise all the way up to the 2 seed. So shout out to Boston.
You know what? My thing with Boston is not the talent. Like, Boston has talent, and I'm impressed with what they did. Ime Udoka, I think, could be a coach of the year candidate. I just feel like overall, considering they're gonna be facing some adversity. You taking on a motivated Brooklyn team, who I think Brooklyn is the more talented team in the series, just without KD and Kyrie alone. So I just think Brooklyn takes it in 6. They got something to prove. They want to see Milwaukee.
Okay. Another playing action on Tuesday night. The Minnesota Timberwolves fell behind the Clippers by 10 points in the fourth quarter, with Karl Anthony Towns fouling out with about 7 minutes left in that game, and they rallied. They rallied behind D'Angelo Russell. They rallied behind Anthony Edwards in his 30 points. D'Angelo Russell with 29.6 assists, and they rallied and they beat the Clippers 109-104. Forcing the Clippers to try to get into the playoffs tomorrow night when they take on New Orleans. Was that a coming of age moment right there for Minnesota? I mean, everybody think the trending part about this, if Minnesota would have lost, I think all the blame would have went on Karl Anthony Towns, right?
I disagree.
Or would have went on the coach for leaving him in the game.
That would have been on. To me, that would have been on Chris Finch. Hey, that would have been on Chris Finch. That would have been on Chris Finch if they would have lost that. The management of fouls, that was terrible, dude. Like Carly Towns had like 4 in the first half. Beverly had like 3. I think Nas Reed might have had like 2. Somebody else had 3. I can't remember who that was. But I was watching, and also I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I didn't even watch the second half of that game live. The first half was such a foul fest, dude. I wouldn't watch Martin on HBO Max. I was like, I can't do this, bro. I gotta go watch something that's good. Like, all them free throws was starting to irritate me, man. And then that little janky technical foul with Patrick Beverly and
Marcus Morris.
He almost got tossed on that garbage. I'm like, come on, man.
At that time when that happened, I wasn't even watching the game. I was on Facebook looking at something.
Oh, man.
And then our good friend TJ was like, "Oh man, Pat Beverly gonna get more kicked out." I had to ask him on Facebook, like, what do he do? He said, doing Patrick Beverly things. So, sounded about right.
That probably didn't narrow it down for you.
Hey, you know it's Patrick Beverly. You know he felt like he had a little extra fire going on, had a little extra dip on his chip. You know, going up against his old team and let him go and they want to give him that extra money. So he definitely was playing for something.
He was fired up, man.
He was fired up. We're gonna talk about him later. We definitely gonna talk about Patrick Beverly. You know, Patrick Beverly, he was.
Hey, I'm so happy that we get Minnesota Memphis because I feel like that matchup.
What do you feel like? It's great.
That matchup could be the future of the Western Conference.
Anthony Edwards, John Morant.
No, like that matchup, that could be those two teams. That could be the future of the West.
Okay.
Because when you think about where those two teams are, like Memphis is supposed to be the rising team now.
Memphis is in the play-in. You know, they have to 2 seed this year.
Right. Memphis is supposed to be the team that they gotta you gotta take some years to get there. Minnesota did it in 1 or 2 years. 2 years with Anthony Edwards. So now here's a chance for both of these teams to measure where they really are in the West against one another, and somebody going to the second round. So it's gonna be fun to see what happens between those two teams.
This Grizzly team, man. See, this is the reason why. This is the reason why we can't say anything about injuries and everything, because they have just been balling without John Morant. Now they got him back for this playoff run. Desmond Bain might be, I don't know, we've been talking about most improved. I don't know, man. Desmond Bain will have to be in the conversation. Definitely have to be in the conversation. Two talented bigs inside with Adams. You know, Adam doing the grind and grit work, old school Memphis work, and Jaren Jackson able to stretch the court and still protect the rim at the same time. I just think this is a really dangerous Memphis team. I can see Minnesota getting 1, maybe 2, but I see Memphis winning that series.
I mean, I feel you on that. I see Memphis winning that series also. I can see the Grizzlies winning probably in like 5 or 6 games, but overall, I got Memphis going on to the next round, man.
Okay.
Yes, what's Rihanna paid?
Yeah, I see they was doing too much. When you mute my mic, that mean they was doing too much. Don't mind the water bottle. See, this is the thing, Chris. I'm older than you, so I'm old enough to have a nephew. Don't give your little sister any ideas, but I'm old enough to have a nephew.
To have a what?
A nephew.
A nephew? You old enough to have a nephew.
Yeah. You are too, technically. Bro.
I am too, man.
You are too, but you're not gonna get in.
Nah, man, my sister cool.
Now, no, another interesting storyline we haven't talked about with these playoffs.
What's that?
Kept talking about Kyrie Irving not being vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
And now we had the Sixers finna play the Raptors, and Matisse Thybulle is not vaccinated. So he ain't gonna be able to play when they go to Toronto. But everybody, I think, is under this misconception this is gonna be an easy series for Philly. And I don't think like that, because I think of the pressure that's on Shock Rivers. I think of the pressure that's on.
Why you be calling him Shock Rivers? You've been calling him Shock Rivers for like 3 years. Why do you call him Shock Rivers?
Because whenever you go up 3-1 in a playoff series, you keep
where did that start?
And you keep repeatedly losing the lead. That's shocking.
Call him Shock Rivers.
When you got a 26-point lead at home in a playoff game, you against Atlanta, and that's shocking. That's shocking.
3-1 lead.
So you can't keep giving up 3-1 leads. Philly's got a lot of expectations, pressure on them, man. They can't be going messing around with them dinosaurs, man, because I think Matisse Thybulle is a very key part of that. You got to defend guys like Scotty Barnes. You got to defend people like Pascal Siakam. You got OG Anunoby and all these guys. You got to defend that's like 6'7" and 6'8" and 6'9".
You said Raptors and how many?
Did I say? I don't think I said Raptors in anything.
Oh, I thought you said Raptors. But I was like, you picking the Raps?
I'm not picking the Raptors. I'm just saying it's going to be a very tough series. It's going to be a very tough series. I wouldn't be surprised if this. Listen,
I'm not picking the Raptors. I'm just saying it's going to be a tough series.
It's going at least 6.
Now, when I say that, I'm waffling.
I say it's going at least 6. And you do it with extra syrup and extra butter.
But who you picking? Who you picking?
Who am I picking? I'm picking the Sixers.
I'm picking the Sixers too, man.
I mean, I just know one thing.
Picking the Sixers and 6, dog. 6 and 6.
Joel Embiid is a grown-ass man.
Yes, sir.
He's a grown-ass man and shit. And I expect him to really pick up his level here in the playoffs. What's up?
I think Joel Embiid remember who. I mean, Kawhi ain't there no more, but he remember. He
You
remember
remember
them
the
damn.
tears
He remember them damn memes and all that. He remember them damn memes and that
crying?
them
Yeah.
tears. Just, I mean, hell, I'd cry too. Damn, that's a tough way to go out. Tough way to go out for anybody, man. So,
Very tough way to go out.
like, damn, I probably cried on the court too if my team would have lost like that. You saw how he like the part that always like stick out to me is like he looked like when he look up at the clock.
And realize there ain't no more time.
Ain't no more time. Like it's over.
Series
like,
over with. Season
is
with.
over, right? Like that part always get me. Like it's like the realization, Joel Embiid's realization of like our season is over. Like, you know, and I feel like that's in his mind too. So, you know, motivation.
Like T.I. say, motivation.
Hey, just get on your job.
Flipping back to the West for a minute, it's a couple of superstars with some little injury concern. You know, Luka Doncic training that calf in the very last game of the season. I guess is why superstars was sitting out their last game on strained right calf against San Antonio on Sunday. But he does think he's going to be able to play in game one. And you also got your guy.
My guy.
Steph Curry. Chef Curry.
Oh,
ain't that your guy?
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Hold on. Warriors and Heat, right? That's what you said, right?
That's what I said, but
you said Warriors and Heat.
I said like Warriors. I said Warriors. Hey, I'm gonna tell you now. Hell yeah, pass the syrup and the butter and the knife and the knife, bro.
I'm just kidding.
The Warriors' health. The Warriors' health really bothers me. It's not Denver. It's not any of the teams they face. It's more so their own health. And I think it's more so that they don't have the bodies like you. I think those bodies are breaking down as the playoffs are about to start. I got them getting past Denver, but I got Phoenix probably taking them out. Phoenix or Memphis. We'll see how I feel when we get to that second round.
I think Steph's availability though, man. You don't have Steph for this. You think they can win this series without Steph?
It's not no Jalen.
Here's what I think. I think they could take it 7. But man, it's gonna take some bounce balls to get it there.
Jalen and Jalen.
Now,
bounce balls.
Is Monica Smiley still in the chat?
No.
She's out the chat. Okay, that's good because we're talking about Steph. My mother loved her some Steph Curry, and she would be just so. Did you see Steph did not play against them, and they was just eating them up? That's how she talked about Steph.
Steph Curry.
She loved her. She loved us some Steph Curry. She loved us some Donovan Mitchell.
She look like Donovan Mitchell. I like the way Donovan Mitchell jump. He jump in when he gets to that's like the best thing about Donovan Mitchell's game to me. Like when he gets to the basket and he just jump off 2 feet and he be booming him with one hand. That's like the coldest part of his game to me. I like that.
And now for me also. Now also no. I know I can no. I'm gonna put myself up in there. I know I picked the Nets and the Lakers before the season started.
We both did. I didn't waffle. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I went from Nets Lakers to Heat Warriors to Heat whoever. I'm gonna tell y'all later.
But see, the configuration of the team has changed. That was when it was Harden and Kyrie and KD. Now it's Harden, Kyrie, and this big 6'10" guy that just wear very nice clothes.
What about the Lakers though? They had the same roster.
But the Lakers, that didn't work out.
What about the Lakers? No, why you waffle off the Lakers? I thought you thought the Lakers were going to the finals.
But they got to make it, Chris. Do I get another pick? Can I get another pick since the Lakers?
I told you we picked the same team, so yes. We picked the same team, so yes.
So I can say Nets and Suns?
Go ahead, man.
I'll say Nets and Suns. Even though, and I'm saying that, and my left brain looking at my right brain like, damn well you don't feel confident about it. You just picked against the Nets to lose against the Celtics. Yeah, but I got to do it because I picked them in October. So that's why I'm going to stick with the Nets.
I'm going to go Heat Suns.
That would be the hottest championship ever.
I know. I'm just the Heat and the Suns, man. What about the Heat and the Warriors? What would that be?
Be a very good series.
That'd be a sunburnt man.
8:45.
Yeah. I mean, if you had to travel and cover it, you would love it. I mean, you got the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves.
I'm looking at a sunburnt man, dude.
You a sunburned man, huh? And a windblown man.
Man, dude, it's been tough out here in these Chicago streets, as Justin would say.
Windy City, bro.
Man,
you know how you get down.
Hey, I'm gonna go Heat Suns, man. And the only reason I'm switching off Heat Warriors is health. I just don't trust that Warriors health. And I think Phoenix is on a championship mission. I also think Miami is on a championship mission, and they have the shooters to get out of jams, and they keep adding shooters. Like they got Oladipo back. They added Michael Motor, former Windy City Bull. They got Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero probably going 6 man. I haven't even mentioned Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo. So I think they'll probably get to the conference finals.
They got enough shooters where you just feel like, bro, everybody can be broke. They got that. Everybody can't be off. They got
like 7 or 8 dudes that can shoot 3, like Max Strus, PJ Tucker, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Michael Motor, Gabe Vincent. Bam can shoot him a little bit. Like damn, dude, the whole team can shoot.
And we know they're going to defend it. And you know they're going to be defending at a high, grimy level as these playoffs continue on.
Victor Oladipo and like the whole damn team can shoot, man. Like Kyle Lowry, is Kyle Lowry even playing? Like,
yeah, he's been playing.
Like,
it's a very deep squad, bro. Very deep squad. Playing previews tomorrow. We have Ice Tray. Had to do that. Going into Cleveland, who you see taking that matchup?
I'm gonna be real. This is the tough one to pick, man. But I'm gonna go with Atlanta because in a 1-game scenario, I trust Atlanta with the 3s, see the game against Charlotte more than I trust Cleveland with their half-court offense. Even though Cleveland played well against Brooklyn, and I think Cleveland should be in the playoffs, I think Atlanta's gonna win this game because one and done scenario, and I think Trae Young probably gonna put up like 50 or something to get on to the next round. So.
I like Nate McMillan in a 1-game scenario.
Yeah, I like Atlanta in a 1-game scenario, man.
But Jared Allen, who hasn't played since March with that fractured finger, is questionable. He's going to try to suit up in this game, so that can be a factor too. In the West, New Orleans and LA, late game tomorrow. Playoff P, 34 points. He heated up in the third quarter. Wasn't enough. As the Clippers collapsed on Tuesday night. You see them getting into the playoffs, taking out CJ and Brandon.
I hope so, man. I hope so, dude. I really, 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 absolutely, positively hope the Clippers win this game tomorrow, man. I really do.
Why?
Because, man, the Pelicans were a 34-win team this year, man. I don't want to see I don't see no 34-win team in the playoffs, man.
See, that's what we're doing with the play-in. That's what we're doing now.
Hey, man, and I got mixed feelings on that, and I'm gonna talk about that on the Chris Rouse show tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow on my show, but go Clippers, man. Hey, I love CJ McCollum, I love Brandon Ingram, but go Clippers, man. Go Clippers, please.
And you love them, you just don't want them to win tomorrow.
Not because they're not deserving, just because I think a 34-win team making it in a play-in tournament, I think that sets a bad precedent for the play-in moving forward. Because personally, I would like to see the play-in eliminated like after this season. That's just how I feel. I would just like to see it eliminated because it's like too many teams make the playoffs. Like you got imagine think about how bad the Lakers were 33 wins this year, and they almost still got in. So it's like I don't need.
We are rewarding mediocrity.
Yeah, I don't need fake interest. I don't need fake interest in.
We are giving away the participation trophy. Hey, 20 and 62 here. We're giving away the participation trophy.
Hey, but look, with that being said, I love every bit of the addition of it, the excitement that comes with it. I love the playoff feel that we saw in Minnesota the other night. But overall, I just feel like 2/3 of the league make the damn playoffs. I know it's the play-in, but it's like, dude, 2/3 of the league is technically in the postseason. And then on top of that, we got 33 and 34-win teams battling it out to play in the playoffs. So, I just would rather not see that moving forward. That's all I say. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, no, you're entitled to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, NBA, y'all getting it right with the one game scenario. It's just like I would honestly be more in favor of the play-in tournament, man. Like, not I'm sorry, not a play-in tournament. The in season,
man.
no, the in season tournament. In season tournament. And I'm sorry. New Orleans won 36 games, not 34. I'm sorry, I lied on your name, Pels. My bad.
So like the in-season tournament, you just give somebody they win a tournament. I don't know how 8 teams, a couple of 4 18 tournaments or something, and get so many wins and like winning the whole thing or something.
Here's the core of my issue with the play-in tournament, aside from what I already said with the 20 out of 30 teams making the postseason technically, and then it's like I don't need the fake interest. On top of that, it's like you got another problem in the sense that, like, damn, I forgot. I actually kind of forgot where I was going with that. But no, hold on. It'll come back. It'll come back to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But hold on. No, because I'm like, hold on, dude. Hold on. So what was play-in? It's the play-in tournament, right?
It is. But you said if the Pelicans win, it'll set a bad precedent.
Oh yeah, it'll set a bad precedent moving forward because, like I said, it's too many teams getting to the playoffs. Like I know I already said that, but damn, yeah. I had it. Like I really had that on the edge of my head.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah, I get it back, bro. I dropped the ball on that one, bro.
Well, pick it up.
That's tough, man.
The only thing you can do about the ball now is because the ball is finna get smaller now because we're finna shift to the diamond.
No. I just remember. No. Wait. Don't do that. Like, no, it was Lakers. It's all right. It's the 20 out of 30. The lottery. Oh, the end of the season. The end of the regular season. That's what it is. The play-in tournament with the end of the regular season. It's like shave like 10 games off, 10 to 15 games off of that. Like I don't need a full 82 games then a play-in tournament.
Okay.
Like that's too many damn games, dude. And then on top of that, like, bro, we didn't already knew in the East, we knew who the 10 teams were gonna be 2 weeks ago. So it's we not getting any more interest than we had before. It's like, all right. It's like, all right, just more teams can technically say they was in the postseason. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's where I was going. That's where I was going with that. I was like, damn, it was something I would say it had something to do with the Lakers because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, because I remember we was talking about it at work. So yeah,
I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you found it before we shifted.
Yeah, they gotta cut the end of the season. Like if you're gonna have a play-in tournament, like it can't be 82 games, man. It's gotta be like 66 or 72 or something, man.
Okay,
like that's how I feel.
Well,
82 would be better with an in-season tournament.
What would be a good number for baseball? Since it's already 162. Not that they have a play-in tournament or anything.
Nah, they good where they at.
They good where they at?
They good where they at.
All right, man. That's what's up then. Right now, you good with where the Cubs at? I am.
I know you are.
Start.
Sure you are.
Had a little, almost got into it with the Brewers. The Brewers want to throw at people. Why they keep hitting Wilson Contreras? I don't know. I'm gonna have to get into that.
You got to talk to him, bro.
No, if they don't want me to talk. They don't want me to talk.
Yeah, they don't want you to talk.
I'm not.
I seen the way you watch games. You watch games like you on the bench. You watch games like you. Like I saw you watch a Blackhawks game back in like 2016, 17, whenever they lost to the Predators. That year they got sent home in 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got mad. We was at Bar Louie. You got heated.
I sure did.
I was like, damn, dude. And hey, I thought I watched games wild, but I was like, damn, Joe about to go through the screen, dog. We in a bar, bro. They gonna throw us out.
Shout out to Professor Anthony Herron for treating us to Bar Louie on that day, on that fateful day. Yeah, man, it was a playoff game too. Playoffs. Hey, it's nothing like playoff hockey.
You sitting there yelling at the TV. It was the lady in front of you. She like.
She was just surprised that I had a passion for it like that.
I was surprised you had the passion. I was surprised you had the passion because it was hockey. Like, that's the problem. I expect that for Cowboys and stuff.
Now, if it was a Cowboys game, you'd have been like, oh, okay. But for Blackhawks,
it's Black
Chicago.
Because when I'm gonna be real with you with the Blackhawks, man, when they lose, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll watch a little bit, but I don't really watch that.
It'd be tough.
Yeah,
and when they lose, it's tough. Yeah, they lose
bad, dude.
It's been pretty bad this year. Shout out to our good friend Joe Brando. He's been killing it.
Yes, he is. Shout out Jack Heinrich as well, man. He works with Joe Brand as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You work with me too.
Yeah, me too.
How about that?
Hey, no relation to Kirk. No relation to Kirk Heinrich, but Jack Heinrich. Big name, man. Watch out for him. Y'all gonna hear Jack. Y'all gonna hear about Jack on the producer game, man, later.
Mm-hmm.
He's been producing me.
That's Dr. Chris Rouse.
It is.
Oh, you on TV now?
Mm.
You're on TV. But you hear it in TV. Major League Baseball. Continuing a bit with that theme. The Cubs right now up 3-0. And like I said, man, Seiya Suzuki, man, he is looking like he is going to be worth every penny of this stuff, this money that he's been getting so far, man. 3 home runs, hit 2 yesterday. I'm sorry, the day before yesterday to beat Pittsburgh. And he's got another RBI tonight in this game against the Rockies right now. The Cubs up 3-0, top of the 5th. And they have men on first and second. How about that? Kurt Frazier. So that's all good there. Yes.
Can I get on your lap?
Can you get on my lap? You can't fit on my lap. You could just stand next to me. You're like co-hosting right now.
I'm not even on TV.
Not even in the TV? Oh boy. Everybody wants to be a star.
Hey, boy, I knew he was about to say that too.
Look at that. Now you're on TV.
Man. You on TV now, man.
And you can wave at everybody too. I mean, nothing gets ratings on YouTube and Anchor and Spotify and every place where you can see this stuff like a child. You know what I'm saying? Think about how Steph Curry's profile got elevated once he started bringing his daughter to those press conferences. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think
he did that on purpose. I don't think he was doing that on purpose, though. I think he just happened.
I'm not doing this on purpose.
Right, I don't think he's doing that on purpose, though. But I feel what you're saying, but I'm just saying I don't think he started doing that on purpose, though.
Oh, yeah. No, kids are doing.
Same with like Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. I don't think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not doing this one.
I just haven't had my son with me, man, you know. Yeah. Well, not mine, but them. You know. Yeah.
Just know that whenever I have Jemani, she's not gonna. Her mother probably will never allow her to be on one of these shows. So it would have to be like one of those, like a Monday down the line in like September, or October, or something. When ain't nobody here, but just me and her. And I can be like, and just do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm really happy with how the Cubs have started. Cal Hendricks, hope he can get his feet up under him. I was very impressed with the way Drew Smiley pitched the other day. Robertson looked like he's off to a good start in the bullpen. So yeah, man. So I'm really with a team that didn't have too many expectations, which the Cubs didn't really have a lot of expectations this year. I'm very, very satisfied with the start.
I like Seiya, man. Look, I like Seiya, bro. I like Seiya Suzuki. He been cranking them home runs, man. I like the way he played against Milwaukee in that first game. I didn't really get to see too much of the Pittsburgh series, but I think that's a great addition for the Cubs moving forward. Other than that, I didn't have too much to say. Other than that, I don't really have too much to say about the Cubs. I haven't really seen them too much. I've been more focused on the Southside squad, bro.
You been focused on the Southside squad?
Southside squad, man.
All right, well, they lost today 5-1, but Louis Robert.
We talked about that.
Yeah, but Louis Robert though. That season opening game that he had, that was terrific, wasn't it? I mean, he makes the great catch in the outfield. Then he comes back the next half inning, hits the home run. Comes back up later, walks, turns that into almost a triple, stealing a couple of bases. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he is really doing this thing, man. With I guess he's living up to the hype. People was talking about him as an MVP candidate, and I guess he's showing what. The guy's a 5'2" player, can hit the average, can hit the power, he got the speed, he got the arm, and he can chase balls out in the outfield. So you got to be very impressed with his start. So especially coming off that hip flexor injury that cost him a lot of time last year.
Also, the White Sox in that first game against Seattle, you could argue their fielding won that game. They had that game with Eloy and Luis Robert made a couple of big plays in the outfield. And then, of course, they're all, obviously in baseball, you got to score too. The offense got to score you some runs. But I feel like the defense helped. I mean, I feel like the fielding really helped them secure that win is what I mean against Seattle. And they played well in that game. Yeah, it helped out really well. And also, man, they've been getting good performances all up and down the rotation and pen. Hendricks did a great job in the win against Seattle the other day. And then also Lopez had a pretty good showing out the pen. They had a couple pretty good starts over the weekend, the dominating 10-1 win over Detroit. But even with all that being said, I'm still worried about that damn bullpen after that loss against Detroit in the season opener, man.
Well, we really we're gonna learn about it over the next 7 days because they finna play 3 with the Rays this weekend, and they got 4 with the Guardians coming in. So
the Guardians.
We're gonna learn about this bullpen very, very quick. I don't know if you caught the highlights. You were able to catch the Mets. I believe the Mets and the Nationals this weekend. Had a lot of beaning going on.
Bean balling?
Yeah, bean balling.
A lot of beanings going on.
And something else I want to say about this bean ball stuff, especially now with the NAL now, with no DH. I mean, the pitcher hit you hit the pitcher back when he came up. Pitcher ain't coming up no more. So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, the pitcher ain't coming up. You know what I'm saying?
See, because I don't be thinking about throwing at people. So
I know. I don't think nobody's thinking about throwing at nobody till they get thrown at. Actually, the funniest bean balling I think I probably saw was the
funniest bean balling.
Now, none of it's really funny, but I did enjoy it. I enjoy it. I was laughing at Andrew McCutcheon pain. Oh, he acted like he wanted them problems. Because after they hit Contreras, and the Cubs went up 8-0, you got the new kid in, Keegan Thompson, he come in. He's supposed to hit him, right? So he misses him the first time. McCutcheon's like, okay, he's scared.
I'm scared to do what?
Next pitch, boom, he hits him.
Boom, he hits him.
Then he's ready to fight. But that's just a rivalry. They done hit Contreras 15 times. He hit 59 times in this career, 15 of them about one team. You gotta feel like enough is enough.
Maybe he should stop playing against the Brewers.
I mean, it's gonna be kind of tough, bro. You got 16 more games with him.
That ain't part of baseball's unwritten rules. If a team hits you 15 times, you can't play against them no more. You gotta retire.
Mm-hmm. Definitely gonna have to retire. Terrible.
That's tough, man. Hey, what unwritten rule? What was the unwritten rule? Somebody got mad at the Giants, one of the guys on the Giants the other day, because like he bunted and got a base hit.
He bunted. He got a base hit. I think because it was already up by what? It was up
like
by
it was like 9-0 or something like that. Yo,
Mario.
This baseball stuff, man.
Use the spray.
This baseball stuff is wild, bro.
Yeah, man. How you gonna tell me I can't bunt? Tell me not to try to reach the base. But if y'all come back and win 10-9, y'all gonna say, it was a great comeback.
Can I bring this straw over here?
Look, why don't you just call the game, bro? If I can't swing away after this point in the score, why don't we just call the game at that point then?
Stop playing the game. They want you to stop playing the game. You like get up 10-3. You get up 10-3. You ain't supposed to steal. You ain't supposed to bunt. You know, a lot of stuff.
Man, just call it a game, dude.
A lot of stuff.
Game over. Y'all win blowout.
A lot of stuff going on.
You talk about pace of play. Why don't you just get a blowout rule?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, rule, bro.
I'm a TV.
Yep.
I'm a TV.
Any other more impressive things you've seen in this first week of baseball?
I liked Bobby Witt Jr. in his debut with Kansas City. I thought he looked pretty good against Cleveland. Got a late RBI to help them win and made a great play in the field.
Vlad?
Yeah, Vlad. I saw Vlad. He went crazy. Was it today or yesterday where he had like 3 bombs?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday he had 3 bombs. Hey, these 2 days been running together, bro.
I feel you.
That's how it gets. I was like, was it today or yesterday? Yeah, 3 bombs.
Yep. So yeah, man, how do you feel about Kershaw not getting a chance to finish his perfect game? I mean, this early in the season, I think he had 90 pitches and threw 7 innings. Are you trying to save him now?
But hey, good effort.
Bob the history.
Hey, it was a good effort. It was a good effort, man. But you know, it don't have. Hey, that's the thing with perfection. Either you are or you ain't. He wasn't. He came close. Hey, am I wrong? That's what it is, bro. Either you get them 27 outs clean or you don't. And he didn't. So
I mean, he got the first 8. He got the first 21 clean. Then Dave Roberts took it from him. You know,
21. He got 21. Hey.
But it wasn't this. I'm quite sure he wanted to keep pitching.
I'm sure he did.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. No, I think that's tough that he got pulled. I think that's tough that he got pulled. But
that's almost like if he was on the precipice of something great and they just say, "Chris, we're gonna take you out of there."
Like, all right, look. Here's how I feel about it. Like, hey, man. Like, hey, bro. Like, what you want me to say? Like that's the manager, bro. He tried to preserve him for the season, I guess. I don't know. But
Dave Roberts trying to show why he got that money. Dave Roberts like, bro, I got
get that perfection. Get that perfection, man. Leave him out there. Let him get it.
You've pitched a perfect game. You've done nothing wrong. It's time to go to the bullpen.
Hey, that's tough, bro.
You've done absolutely nothing wrong. You haven't let a base runner reach. You can people, but now I got to take you out.
Hey, some days you get them. Hey, some days you get them 27 out. Some days you don't.
Some days you get 21.
Hey. Hey, what? Hey, you heard? Hey, you know what Stacey King be saying on Bulls broadcast sometimes?
Pass the hot sauce.
No, man. Oh. Nobody can guard him like Phil Jackson.
Nobody can stop Clayton Kershaw except Dave Roberts.
Like Dave Roberts.
That's all.
Nobody can stop me like Phil Jackson.
What's up?
How old is he?
How old are you?
I'm grown.
He's grown.
How old?
He grown. How old are you?
I'm 31.
He's 31.
10 years older than Tay.
He older than Tay.
No, 10 years older than him.
Yeah, 9 years. 10 years. 9.
He said 10.
Yeah.
10.
It's actually 9. Tay 22.
No, he's.
Yeah, it's 9.
I forgot how old is Tay. Dang, I forgot how old is he.
You forgot how old he was. You're very entertaining. Keep that top on the water. You don't want to have a spillage there.
He's like, how old is he?
What?
How old are you?
I'm grown, bro. I'm 31.
He's 5.
What? Oh, he's 5. I wasn't really asking him. I was just saying what he said to me. I wasn't really asking.
I don't know when you were on your first podcast, but he's on his first podcast at 5.
That ain't nothing. Blue Ivy Carter is on her first song in 3 days.
Hey.
Oh, glory.
Hey. Since we're like Z-list celebrities or whatever, we're not like in that we're not in that stratosphere. We don't have those same kind of standards. So we're just happy to be here in this living room with all these boxes doing what we're doing.
I feel you, man.
NFL.
Come on.
It's been a lot of movement.
What's this?
It's an opener, and I don't want you to play with it.
Is it a bottle
Nobody's going to want to take you to the hospital.
Is it a bottle opener?
Yes, it is. We don't want you to open your finger with it, so I'm putting it in my pocket. Sammy Watkins, as I told you at the top of the show, signed by Green Bay. Before I get into what I wrote down in the rundown, how do you feel about that signing and how it helps Aaron Rodgers? Is this giving him the bona fide? I mean, let's not get it twisted. You know that he's not Devontae Adams, but he's still very serviceable wide receiver, and they still have the draft coming up. So,
I mean, they had to get a weapon because I mean, like you said, they let Devontae Adams go. So I think that's just
they also let Valdez, and also Valdez Scantling also left.
Yeah, so that's just a show of faith for Aaron Rodgers. They went and got a weapon. So that's what that is to me, a show of faith to Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I think they're going. I don't know, man. I keep having a feeling. I don't mean to scare you. I know you're a Bear fan. Hey, they're in the NFC with me too. They can mess up out. They can mess up my hopes and dreams too.
So can Dez Bryant. Oops.
What happened to this?
That was unnecessary. You say a lot of unnecessary stuff here. I want to say a different S word, but I'm not going to say it because of the youth here. But I have a feeling that they're going to end up with Jameson Williams. I really have a feeling.
Bama, who hurt his ACL?
I have a feeling.
The AC, that's the ACL guy,
What
right?
happened?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, man, maybe. Because I you got a year to work with him, develop. Yeah. You got a year to get his timing without him actually being there. So
I don't think he'll probably be ready. I don't know if he'll be ready this year because he did that in January, so it's kind of a tough injury to come back.
Yeah, like that's quick. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of quick, dude. That literally just happened.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up with him or Dotson from Penn State.
Hey, you know what, man? Like receivers, they get hurt. I just feel like teams stay away from that. You feel like it's gonna
happen again? Yeah,
I feel like teams stay away from that. See Kevin White, man. Like I saw that firsthand with Kevin White, man. Like dude never really saw the field with the Bears. So it's like, man,
I know when I went to the game and AT&T, he made a great catch. Yeah. He made one great catch at A&T Stadium. I do remember that.
With 2016, when Cole Beasley smoked us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
believe that was it.
Hey, I remember y'all good ones too.
Oh man. My man.
It was against us. How could I not remember that?
in my Denzel voice, my man.
It happened against us. How am I not remember it?
All right. We've had a lot of movement, man. We've had quarterbacks move. We've had wide receivers move.
What happened to this?
Somebody broke it.
Who did?
I don't know. Did you?
No.
Okay. We're entertaining together. A lot of receivers have moved. A lot of quarterbacks have moved. So, what will be the hottest, the bestest? The bestest.
The bestest. I heard you.
The bestest tandem.
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
Best new tandem. I got a few here written down. If you need me to throw some out there.
I was about to say when you put that in the rundown, I was like, man, I'm gonna need you to name them because I'm gonna be real. If I hear somebody, I'm gonna be like, probably rank them.
Okay, you got two in the cheetah.
Okay.
You got Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper now.
I'll take the other one first. I'll take two in cheetah first.
Of course, you got Aaron Rodgers and Sammy Watkins. Now I don't know how. You also have David. Also, I'm so sorry. Before we move on. They just showed Carr the money. They showed you love Derek Carr, right? Showed him that money.
Gave him that cake.
That 121 for the 3. They got in front of that situation because they know the market is rising up. So we can give Derek Carr $40 million now, keep him here for a couple of more years, and then we can try to keep our championship window open if they think they got a window open. But anyway, Adams and Carr. You also have Russell Wilson. I don't know if you want Cortland Sutton or you want Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy. You also
that's what I was thinking. Would that be Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy? Because I feel like Jerry Jeudy might end up becoming the number one there.
Is it anybody in the chat? Nobody's in the chat right now, right?
There's one person in there.
Who in the chat?
Me.
In it. yeah, him. He in the chat too. So that's two people.
Who?
Me.
Let's see who that is. Man. Who is it, man? Somebody viewing in on Facebook. What's good? Welcome in, students, to the game. 155. 155.
155.
We've been doing this a long time. We do this. Now think about this next combination. I don't know. And don't laugh, okay? I know you.
Who?
I have written down Mitchell Trubisky and Deontay Johnson.
I didn't laugh. You told me not to laugh. I didn't laugh.
Wait, he was talking to me?
Was he talking to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was talking to you.
I told him not to laugh.
Okay. He said he told you not to laugh also.
I didn't laugh. So, hey.
How about
gold star to me for not laughing.
Gold star to you for not laughing. Mac Jones and Devontae Parker. And I got Patrick Mahomes and Juju Smith and Schuster.
Hey, that's the one that I like the most.
That's the one?
That's the one for me.
A big body possession type receiver. That's not gonna get all the coverage because you still got Travis Kelce there. You still also got the brilliant minds of Reed and the enemy with the schemes or whatever.
Yeah, I think Kansas City. Hey man, Kansas City lost Tyreek Hill, but like you said, man, this is gonna be a pretty good year for Kansas City. They got Juju Smith-Schuster, so I expect Kansas City to still be pretty damn good this year. I like Mahomes and Schuster, Juju Smith-Schuster.
I think they're gonna be a lot more balanced. I want to say Carr and Adams going to school together. I guess having that old, it's very intriguing, all that Fresno State chemistry. I am very, very interested to see what happens in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper. Because we know Deshaun Watson is not, he's a great quarterback. I think one of the things that you don't really think about him, he's also very, very accurate.
Yeah.
And we also know that Amari Cooper has been a pretty good route runner for years. I know that personally being in Dallas. He's always been one of those type of receivers. Well, why don't they force feed on the ball? Why don't they just speed on the ball all the time? But now he might be in the offense now with Jarvis Landry gone and Odell Beckham Jr. gone. And they still got Donovan Peoples-Jones on the other side. They might just try to force feed in the ball with Deshaun Watson. So I'm very interested about that. But you know what? I'm gonna go to South Florida. I'm going to Tua and the Cheetah. Tua and the Cheetah.
I need to see Tua healthy.
You got to see him healthy. You already got to worry about Jalen Waddle and his fast self. You don't have to worry about Cedric Wilson is going to be a problem in that slot, coming over from Dallas. And, they're going to have a little bit more time to throw because they done made some moves on that line. Tyreek Hill is just somebody you just got to be accurate with. We'll throw him a slant in the right place, 5 yards away from him. He can go the distance. And so make him, if he ain't got to break stride, it could be peace signs in South Beach. So, I'm going to go with Tua and Hill barely over the Fresno State roommates.
You going to go with me?
Of Carr and Adams. No, you don't play football.
He said you going to go with me?
You play football?
Mm-hmm.
You do? What's your position?
Player or what?
What's your position? What do you play? You a lineman? You a linebacker? You a wide receiver? You a running back? What are you?
Even I play basketball or what?
Okay. That's why you want students to the game. What? That's why you want students to the game because you play
basketball or what, bro?
Basketball or what? This is my nephew Tyree. Everybody in the chat. And that's what he plays. I'm gonna go with Tua and Hill, man. It's got to be Tua breakout year because they didn't gave him everything.
Mahomes and Smith-Schuster.
Mahomes and Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, that's my pick.
You could have went Mahomes and Valdez-Scantling.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Mahomes and Smith-Schuster.
Okay. I think Juju Smith-Schuster should be able to have a revival of some sort because he's not going to be the main option. That's something not the main option. You got other pieces around you like a Kelsey. You got Valdez-Scantling who still stretch the defense. You still got McCole Hardman there. You still got some pretty good running backs, and Edwards Hillel catches the ball out the backfield as well as Williams. So it's a very solid pick. Very solid pick.
KC. I don't think the Chiefs are old. Like I said, I don't think the Chiefs are done. I think they're retooling.
Wow. Just retooling. Who did you say that? You said that about the Bears, and they just let everybody go. You still feel like that about the Bears?
Yes.
Just retooling?
Yeah, man. I feel like I think they're rebuilding the defense, if anything, but overall they're retooling the roster because the roster is in place. Mm-hmm. Need some damn receivers, but
now
and let's say this: rebuilding around Justin Fields.
Okay, and Luke Getsy and this I guess this Packer scheme that ate y'all alive for all these years. Now y'all got it.
Excuse me. It's the Packer offense that owned us for all of these years.
I'm sorry, that owned y'all. So maybe y'all won't get owned now. Hopefully,
at least not by the Packers.
at least by not the Packers. Boxing this week because I did write it down. Udonis Ugas taking on Errol Spence Jr. Let's go, Spence. I still want to get this Spence Crawford fight in. I really want to get it in really bad. I know I need Spence to win this fight against you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Need him to win this fight. and Yuka's had some power. I'm still going with my man Errol Spence Jr. to get the knockout in AT&T Stadium in his hometown, where he usually has some pretty good performances.
Yeah, about the same. I expect Errol to win it. He's at home. He's in Texas. Something to prove. I got Errol winning this fight.
Yeah, Errol winning this fight?
Yes, I have Errol Spence winning.
Before I get into some of the lighter stuff, just can't forget to mention Dwayne Haskins, 24-year-old former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, lost his life tragically this weekend on a highway in Fort Lauderdale near the airport. Just tragic.
I agree.
Just wanted to make sure I made mention of that.
Yes.
Before while we were still on the air, at least, like before I got off the show, I was like, damn, I forgot to say something about Dwayne Haskins. But it just looked like his career, even though he didn't start off well in Washington, it almost looked like it was on the uptick. Even though he wasn't going to be starting this year with Mitch, I was hearing a lot about how he was working out with the players, how he was trying to get that camaraderie going down with Harris and Najee Harris and Claypool and all those guys. And then just to hear his life just taken from him like that at the age of 24, it just lets us all know how short life is and how it could just be gone in a matter of seconds. And wow.
Hey, look, I absolutely love sports. Like, this is all I ever wanted to do ever since I was a kid, was be involved in sports. If not playing in the game, talking about the damn game. So, obviously, I'm only 5'6", so, that's why I talk about it. But my point is, at the end of the day, this is just a game, man. It's like, it ain't got nothing to, it's a part of life. It's not life. Life goes on even once the game ends. Like, when you go do the game, after the game, you go home, you go on with your life. And at some point you retire, maybe if you're lucky enough to retire, you retire and life goes on. And one thing, at least with Dwayne Haskins, you talk about him as a quarterback. I don't even think about it like that, man. I think about it more as like a man lost the opportunity to keep going. If I've learned anything from the pandemic, is that we blessed to be, at least I feel like I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy that I get the opportunity to be here. So, to see a man lose his life, that's I hate to see that, especially as I get older and I get into my 30s. You think about a guy in his mid-20s and you look back at that and you be like, damn, if I was 20, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you get the opportunity to be old enough and look back at it and be like, damn, if that was me, I would be like, damn, that's messed up, right?
Right.
So it's, as you get older, I guess I'm saying it's easy to put it in perspective, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, man. That was some really tough news that I heard this weekend. I heard that Sunday.
That was sad. And I know everybody, and even sadder, I feel like more people jumped on the Adam Schefter issue, man. Like the Adam Schefter tweet. Like, look, man, I feel you, man. You don't have to like the tweet, but I just feel like because he tweeted, his tweet was Dwayne Haskins, former quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, former standout at Ohio State, who was struggling to find a way in the NFL or something to that effect, has died. And then everybody got mad at him because, like some people said, how about Dwayne Haskins, a man, brother, son, whatever, died? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I agree with that. If you don't agree with the tweet, that's cool. But I feel like that shouldn't overshadow a man losing his life. You know what I'm saying?
And he was and the stuff that he was doing off the field, still, as far as being a community guy and reaching out to the kids, going to schools in Pittsburgh for that little short time he was reading to the kids, all that stuff, to me, it matters. Off the field, even though no matter how your career is going, you're still reaching out, getting back to the community. So he was just a very good guy. Condolences to him and his family and his wife, and just sorry to see that life lost at the age of 24.
I hate to see like people get so caught up in semantics sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person lost their life and we talking about like how somebody worded a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said, I thought it was, I was like, man, even when I read it, I was like, that is worded a little funny. I was like, that is worded a little weird, but worded a little inappropriately, but
Right.
But at the same time, it's like when I saw Dwayne Haskins has died. I'm like, damn, I'm not thinking about how he worded it. I'm thinking, damn, Dwayne Haskins died.
I would just feel like you always talk about kicking somebody while they down.
Yeah.
The man just has passed away. I mean, the last thing you really thinking about is him struggling to find his way in the NFL. You just like, man, somebody just lost their life. That the struggling to find their way part, that's way over there. That ain't got really, man. This man just lost his life.
Here's what I would say. In his defense, is that not where he was at in terms of his NFL career?
Yeah, he was.
So I could see why, like, that's why I say this is how I feel about that. It didn't bother me as much when I read out what Schefter tweeted because I saw Dwayne Haskins die. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about how Adam Schefter worded it. But then when I saw why people jumped on him, I was like, okay, I get it. But I also understand from Adam Schefter's perspective, like recent news story. He's recent news story minded, like literally drops scoops every day. So like I get it, but
that's like, you know, if something happened to me, you'd be like, Joe Gregory, who watched the shot clock game back in 2017, is just you know what I'm saying?
I don't even define you by that. I think you think about, you bring that up way more than I ever do. I don't even.
I bring it up to me now because of the human element of
it. Yeah,
just the human element of it.
Hey, Nevada Smith.
Let's just start the whole game off.
Jesus. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Why you laughing?
Oh, man.
Why are you laughing?
Jesus Christ. Why don't we just start the whole game over?
Why is he laughing? Because we're talking about something. You don't watch the show? 5-year-olds don't watch our show?
Hey, man. Hey, look. If y'all want to see this shot clock game, it's on Facebook. Windy City Bulls versus Sioux Falls Skyforce 2016.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I had a very good.
I've never watched it, bro. I've never watched it. I just know it's on there. I just know it's on there because I look on there to get my footage for the games I did. So that's how I know it's on there.
I just know for the very first 8 minutes, I had a great game. I can remember when it first started falling apart and everything.
No, it happens, man. Hey, I had a moment earlier, man. It happened. I totally forgot where I was going with that point about the play. The playing turn. It happens, man.
Hey, after that first quarter, I just had a great seat to watch the game.
Hey, it's all right, man.
Now about this ASAP, this ASAP Rocky.
Man, you really keep bringing this up, man.
Because we're also a show of pop breaking culture, and I'm looking at this very funny. They got this really funny thing on Twitter right now, and they're showing Drake writing like he writing bars, and they say, "Hi Rihanna, it's a rocky situation, but you can come back to me ASAP." Oh man!
I mean, that do sound like a Drake bar though. It do sound like a Drake bar.
This last tweet I'm reading about this situation on there. Cheating on a pregnant woman is crazy, but cheating on a pregnant Rihanna is insane. Capitalized.
Ooh, like where did these rumors that he was cheating even come from, and who was he cheating with? Like what is going on?
Hey. It was about
It was
about it was about 7:52. I was on Facebook and I good guy Bang it said something about it on Facebook like man crazy about ASAP. I said what? I said shut your mouth. And I got on it right then after that, and my daughters was confirming it and everything.
Hey, you talk about pop culture. Did you hear the 5-Year Foreign album?
Haven't listened to it yet.
Pretty damn good. I gotta lie, man. Pretty damn good.
Yeah, I like this performance. You're gonna make me check it out.
It's pretty damn good, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this about the New York drill beats. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, some of them songs do have basically the same beat, but a lot of those songs are pretty damn. Matter of fact, he had A$AP Rocky on Confidence. I like that song, but I like that song with Confidence, Rocky. But he's got some pretty good songs on it. The song with Kanye and Alicia Keys, of course. Magic City with Quavo. Changed on Me with Polo G and Vori is pretty good. It's a song. It's another song on there for I think it's called Whoever that I like pretty good. He did the I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. That's the last song. That's pretty good too. So check that out, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, it's pretty good album, man. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to that like 2 or 3 times last weekend. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, guess I gotta hold on. I gotta drink a little beer. I gotta get my stuff ready. This is the part of the show. This why nobody in the house likes me right here, because this part of the show. But I'm gonna get it together. I gotta have to swallow a beer, Chris.
Well, go ahead and get it together. Meanwhile, in the NHL right now, into the second period, the Blackhawks up 3-2 over the San Jose Sharks.
This is the last game of the season, right?
I have no clue, dude. I just know. I'm trying to get my hockey game up, so I just downloaded the app recently. That's why I got the update. So, hey, I got all the leagues up, bro. I'm trying to get my game all the way up. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, let me start lying to the people. I haven't really been much of a student of the game lately, man.
Oh,
because we ain't been doing the shows, man. We ain't been doing the shows. So some of the sports, I kind of don't really know what's going on, like, So I'm trying to get back in. I'm trying to get back on my hockey. Oh, Frank Schwindel hit a solo homer as the Cubs take a 4-2, extend their lead to 4-2 in the 6th over the Rockies. See, I got you, man. I told you, man. We got to bring it back to the original SOT. We got to get the SOTG back. It's messed up because we going away for a while, so.
I love it.
It's messed up because we going away for a while.
Hey, y'all might, I think you and Adams can handle it. I think Adams is going to be back soon. I talked to him this morning. Shout out to the brother.
Yeah, man, I want to hear his thought on. I want to get his thoughts on the Astros first week of the season, and some thoughts on what was going on in the AL. Some teams that make him cringe a little bit, make him a little bit worried.
But here we go. Bad mother. That didn't sound good, did it? I didn't like that. One more time.
It's on you.
Bad mother. You feel like every great show should have their own theme music. And that's our theme music. It's James Brown and the Blackbirds. And they in Rock Creek Park with the funky medley. I made that my I ain't even gonna say it because Mario right there. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it, Chris.
Hey, man.
Word of the week.
Word of the week. My word of the week is sleep, because I'm gonna get plenty of it tonight. I need it. And I'm gonna get plenty of it tonight. So
you laughing. Hey. You laughing like you're a delirious man that needs sleep.
Hey, I need that sleep. Need that rest, boy. Need them Z's.
My word of the week is family. Because that's why after Monday's Joe with Joe, I'm going to be taking a little hiatus, because I have like
a lot going on.
I have like
a life.
You know what people talk about, you got a lot on your plate. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm in Golden Corral by myself, locked in for like 2 months. I'm in Golden Corral. All you can eat life. So that's why I stepped back after Monday to see the boxes. We're relocating, we're adding, we're celebrating. Yeah. It's just a lot. It's just a lot going on.
It's a lot, man.
It's a lot. Every time I talk to somebody about this, everybody be like, dang, it's a lot. You got a lot on your plate. I talked to one of my friends I hadn't seen in about 2 months. I told him everything that was happening. He said, this is what he said. He said, damn, L, you got a lot on your plate. So, yes, we play this fool. Family, putting family first and foremost for the next couple of months as we move around and get ready for this addition and celebrate these girls' accomplishments. So that's what has to happen. Family That's the word of the week. Family has never been the word of the week, but that's the word of the week.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure if I went through these episodes and looked, I'd find it at least once or twice.
Oh, well, you're more than welcome to do that. You know.
I mean, we gonna be gone for a minute. Might as well check the library, see what's good.
See what's good.
Yeah.
Drop that new hotness on Twitters and Anchors and Spotify's and everything. Those good moments. Those funny moments. Yeah, man. Gold stars.
The Kansas Jayhawks. I have not done a single show, SOTG, Joe with Joe, Chris Rouse show, nothing since Kansas won. So gold stars to the Kansas Jayhawks, man. The 2022 national champions, man. Salute to them. That was great. Got to give it to them. What a run. What a run.
It was a great comeback. I watched the game. It was a great comeback.
I'm sorry, man. I forgot that's your squad, man.
Man, why you gonna say sorry? That's the most unsincere. I'm sorry. You sound so serious about it. I'm sorry. Don't you know how hard that hurt me? That hurt me. Listen.
Did it hurt as bad as when Aaron Rodgers did it again?
Listen. We previewed that game. What did I say I was scared of about that game? The ankle of Baycott, right?
Baycott, I was too.
And he made it for 39 minutes. And we were down by 1 point, and he made the spin move, and the ankle went out.
Hey, let me tell you this.
Not only did he, when he hurt his ankle, when he made the spin move, we down by 1 under a minute. It ends up being a turnover. Then he can't play anymore. And then McCormick is just too damn big in the post for Manic, and they do what they do. What you gotta say?
When Baycott hurt his ankle, you was the first person I thought about.
Oh,
like because you did say that. Like, I'm worried about Armando Baycott's ankle, and when he turned his ankle, when he twisted, he held it. I was like, damn, Joe said he had a bat, and that's exactly why Joe was worried right there. That's exactly what I thought about.
Cause man, them ankles, man, once you hurt them, man, it's like they don't heal. Especially you coming back when you don't give it time to hit. It's like 2 days after. I don't understand why you playing. It's a championship. I would have played too. You tape it up with whatever you got to tape it up with paint sticks, whatever you got to do. Put 10 paint sticks on that joint. You need some gauze, whatever you got to do. Championship. I'm just sorry it happened like that. Big up to Kansas. That comeback was unreal. Braun and them guys, they really showed out in the second half. Martin and all them guys. But yeah, shout out to my squad to North Carolina. Nobody expected to get that far. And he's coming back for his senior year, so hopefully we'll be able to run it back.
Gold star to the South Carolina Gamecocks as well, the women's national championship. Oh man, Destiny Henderson. Play like it's the national title. Why don't you? I mean, damn, you play it like it's for the championship. Why don't you? Did you see that game?
I saw it.
Destiny Henderson, I forgot. I think she had 25, 28. She had 25 last I saw the stats.
I asked my wife after the game, could I change my daughter's name from Jemani to Destiny? And she told me no. And then she got drafted this week also.
Yes, she did. And Dawn Staley got her second national championship.
So she's having a big week.
Yes. Shout out to Kansas and South Carolina, man. Gold Stars.
Gold stars. Let me see. I have a paper here. All right. Gold stars for the two of my most favorite people in my life. Gold stars for Jemiah Smith and Lamarie Gregory. How about that? What are the reasons why I have to take this thing off? Because they're graduates. They graduated and they got like high honors. They got like 3.5 GPAs. They're in the background. Damn. They're blushing.
Do it big then.
They're throwing Tyree around right now because they're babysitting them for me. And I'm just so proud of them. I've taken them to school for these last, I don't know how many times I've taken them to school. I had talks with them and had to go talk to teachers and pick their report cards. You get stuff emailed to you all the time now because of the new age it is. And man, as a dad, it's just a very, very proud accomplishment for them. And I'm just happy that Lamarie has got it through her first part of school, and now Maya is just moving on to just colleges and everything, and just growing up on you fast, man. Time passes fast, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I ain't think 31 would get here this damn quick, but here we are.
Yes, it's there that quick,
dude. It's there that damn quick. When you, it's wild because like when you in it, it don't feel like it's that damn quick. But then when you one day you look up, you like, damn, dog. Damn, I really done lived like 30 plus years, bro. Like, like damn, that's fast.
And I have another gold star, one more gold star for one of my good guys I went to CVS with, Brian Snow.
Yeah.
Winning his fight against cancer. I know he had a surgery this week to get all the cancer removed. He had to go to Indianapolis. So I'm very happy for him, man. It's all love, blessings.
Yeah, man.
So
hey, man, look, anybody with cancer, I'm always rooting for you. I done lost a number of family members to cancer. So, hey, man, keep fighting, man. I'm happy to hear that. Salute.
Very happy to hear that.
Salute for that always, bro.
So hopefully,
hey, RP to my grandma. I just want to say that real quick.
Rest in peace. Yeah. So hopefully they got all the cancer removed from Brian and it doesn't show back up. So that's what's going on. Detention.
I'm gonna be real, man. What are the detentions?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My last goal start, Alyssa Nakin. First female to ever coach in a Major League Baseball game with that crazy ejection of Antoine Richardson the other night with the Giants and who the D-backs. Trying to think who the Giants was playing.
Yeah, I think it was the played the Padres recently.
It might have been the Padres. I think it is the Padres. So it is the Padres, matter of fact. But Lisa Nakin became the first female to ever coach in an MLB game. She had to take the place of one Antoine Richardson after he got ejected. I'll talk a little bit about that in the upcoming detention. Detention. Oh. I said upcoming and it already came up. I got a few. How about
one of the ones I got? I feel like it would be more fitting for what's in your cup, so I'm gonna probably bring it up again on Monday. But I don't really want to speak on it too much because I don't really have all the story. But the lady that tried to glue herself to the floor in the Minnesota Clippers game, like I don't know what was going on with that. That was wild. You know,
I mean, what?
Like they said, she tried to glue herself. Well, it's not funny. But what made me laugh?
Why are you laughing? You always say stuff that's funny.
Hold on. You gotta let me finish. Well, it wasn't funny, but what made me laugh is like when they was taking her out off the court, they showed Taurean Prince on the bench, and he was like, bro, she tried to glue herself to the floor.
Hey. That's exactly how we would have been
talking to, but you can read his lips. He was like,
that's how we would have been if we were there. Definitely.
So man, that's what I got. It was something else crazy that happened in sports this week, but I forgot what it was.
Oh man!
Other than the Lakers, the Lakers, the Lakers, man, finding a way to get mentioned even without making the playoffs, man. That Frank Vogel story that was wild, bro.
What was the Frank Vogel story?
That he was gonna be fired on Monday. It came out on Sunday while the Lakers were still playing the Denver Nuggets.
That was probably gonna be his last game. Huh?
Yeah, and then of course in the post-game interview, in the post-game press conference, he said, "I didn't hear shit." His exact word. Like that's an exact quote. I didn't hear shit. But the next day, am I asshole for thinking? Of course you didn't, because in Woj's report it said they gonna tell you Monday. So
you get your team ready to play that game against the Denver Nuggets. You know, that's what you do. I mean, if you win the game, it's not going to do anything, but you get your team fired up and get ready.
But let me get your thoughts on this, because Robert Horry, they were mad at they were mad because they were talking about why would you put that report out? Or whose source? Say who the source is. That's been an issue for the past 10 years. They used to get mad at Chris Broussard for that. With source, who is your source? So I mean that's gonna always be a thing.
This is almost like how we was talking about in the beginning. How we talk about we know something is finna happen.
Yeah, man.
Like this.
But we all knew. Like it was like, why is that? We all knew he was getting fired. Like, why was that an issue?
I guess we want to have. I guess I want to say integrity and class and just let the man coach and let him go have his final meeting with Jenny Buss or whatever. And let him get fired Monday and let everybody else know.
And why is that Woj? And like, unless Woj like did something sneaky and shady, like I don't see why you. That's a situation where I don't see why you be mad at Woj. He's a reporter. He's a damn reporter, dog.
Be mad. I guess they say sources told Woj, according to sources.
And then he literally dropped that like with time left in the game, I think. But it was like at the same time, I think we all kind of knew. I think me and you could both kind of knew like a month ago he was getting fired, dog. Like we was if they missed the playoffs,
I'm gonna let you know something right now.
Fired, dog. He getting fired.
Like, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. When I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
So what you telling me is that you shouldn't be surprised when you wake up in the morning and got to use the bathroom.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
Like we all knew to look like I think we discussed this on Joe with Joe a few times. Like, bro, he's totally getting fired if they miss the play. Like, if they miss the playoffs.
So you know what's gonna happen in 10 minutes or however many minutes when the show is up, people gonna be like, hey, sources just said Dr. Joseph Gregory gonna use the bathroom in the morning. Damn. Damn, they broke that on the show. Yeah, them guys wild.
I mean, the Lakers are in disarray. I hate to see it. Lakers are in disarray, man. And they wasted. And honestly, I think they wasted a great season from LeBron too. LeBron had an amazing season.
He did all that for nothing.
In like year 18, was it year 19? Year 19, LeBron had an amazing season, man.
LeBron somewhere on this 200,000 acre house is drinking some wine on the bottom of the looking over probably all of LA. Like, man, that's some bullshit ass season.
And it ain't Westbrook's fault. It ain't all Westbrook's fault. It ain't all Vogel's fault. It ain't all LeBron's fault. Everybody hold a piece of that because that team was poorly constructed from the jump. I gotta commend you. You picked the Lakers somehow, but even you raised those concerns. Like, I don't know, dude. It's a lot of old guys, a lot of non-shooters on this team. And guess what happened in a 3-point shooting league? They didn't make the damn playoffs. So
didn't make it.
Shout
out to Austin Reeves. Somebody get that. Yeah, shout out to Austin Reeves.
And that, honestly, I think that's the biggest travesty of this Lakers season. Some of them young dudes played really, really well. Like THT, Austin Reeves was honestly a breakout. He had a triple double in the last game.
Yeah,
he had the one game where he had the game winner against Dallas. Like, you know, the Lakers actually had some promise on that team, but that team was just poorly built, man. It really didn't make a difference, man. Like with the injury on top of the injuries, with them being poorly built, I mean, it was.
LeBron needed those guys about 3 years ago. Got him about 3 years too late.
Hey, shout out to Ryan Christopherson. He was with me at U Chicago softball today, and I was telling him, man, like that Laker team they had this year, 10 years ago, man. Hey, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, 10 years ago, this would be that Miami. This would be that Miami team that ran crazy. But hey, man, this ain't 2012, bro. This ain't 2012.
It's definitely not. All right, Detention. John Sterling with the home run call that was not. This is gone. And the ball got caught at the warning track. I don't know if you went on the and everybody was crushing him. Everybody was crushing him.
Man, everybody made mistakes.
hey, you know who really crushed him though? Our good friend Joe DiGiacomo, the tweeter. He said this is another reason why elderly people shouldn't be calling sports. Now the problem is this isn't the first time he's done this. He do this about 2 or 3 times a year, but it was tough. And everybody was getting on him on Twitter, man.
Hey, tough. Man. Hey, bro. Father Time is undefeated, man.
Father Time is undefeated.
It's undefeated, G. That's all I got for you, bro.
Miles Bridges, who got ejected yesterday in the play-in game and then got heckled by a fan as he was leaving, and then just a moment of just sheer just losing it, he took out his mouthpiece and threw it at the fan that was heckling him and missed the fan and hit a girl in the arm with his very slob-filled mouthpiece.
Why you describe it like that?
Because that's what it was.
Did you not learn nothing from Steph Curry, man? He did that in the finals a few years. He did that in the finals a few years ago, man.
He did in the playing game.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, what does throwing the mouthpiece do? Like, what does that do? Like, why do people do that? I mean, is that like a sign of disrespect? Like, I get that. If that's what it is, I get it. I get that then. But like, other than that, what the hell is that gonna do? Because I'm gonna swat that and then I'm gonna come Will Smith you.
I don't think the fan was gonna Will Smith. Miles Bridges is a pretty big guy.
Nah.
He wasn't gonna Will Smith. But
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Yeah. I don't condone violence, but sometimes I get it.
I guess it was just the fact that whatever the fans said really got up under his skin. He was already upset. He's already pissed off. So
he's eliminated.
You know, he's getting eliminated and ejected. So, you know, so you just got to have on blinders. Know the crowd gonna say something, and he just made him take the mouthpiece out of his mouth and throw it and hit a girl in the shoulder with his mouthpiece. I don't think the girl is gonna sue him or anything. I don't know if she's going through any emotional distress. I don't know if she's gonna see mouthpieces and have nightmares or break out in cold sweats or anything like that. But Miles Bridges, you cannot have nothing in your mouth for 30 minutes or however long you was in the game, 30, 40 minutes, and then throw it at people. Can't do it.
Hey, one last gold star. Isaiah Thomas, man. Salute to him getting back to the league, man. I was really proud to see that for Isaiah Thomas. Since you mentioned Miles Bridges, that made me think about IT. I mean, I was there. Hey,
I can see the correlation.
Yeah, I was there when he put up 45 against Windy City, man. And Devon Dotson had 34. That was a pretty fun game. I also been trying to edit that lately, so I thought about that too. So
where's he going?
What you mean, Isaiah Thomas? He's still in Boston. I mean, I'm sorry, Charlotte. He's still in Charlotte. Like his deal is ending, but you know, I don't know where he's going yet. But you know, he looked good on Charlotte. So salute to him for making it back to the league this year, though. All right, here you go, bro.
Glad he made Charlotte, and we'll see how he looks, I guess, in Cancun or wherever they go to vacation at now. Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly.
And the referees that whole game should be in detention. That whole damn game should be in detention, man. Damn, bro. Man. Except for the crowd, they was lit.
All right.
They was lit.
Hey, if I ever get a job at ESPN and we got to move to Connecticut, or if I get a job at Fox, I'd be like, baby, I got a job at Fox. We got to pack everything up. I work in LA now. I'm acting like that's how I'm gonna act how Pat Beverly acted. That's how I'm gonna act. If Fox called me right now and say, pack up everything, we paying for you to come to LA, we good. That's how I'm gonna act, just like Pat Beverly. I was not gonna put Pat Beverly in detention until the end of it when he got to crying, when he busted out the tears. I say, damn. I say, you gotta go to detention now, bro. You already jumped on the table. Hey, I read it. He called the Clippers the weak ass Clippers. Take a long trip back to LA. Weak ass Clippers, sorry ass Clippers. That's what he called them. And then, after jumping on the table, removing his shirt, throwing his shirt into the crowd, the man cried. The man cried. The man actually cried tears.
Hey, man, he was happy, bro. He was happy to get on to that next round.
Like I said, it was a playoff atmosphere. You said it to the play. You like the play-in games because of the playoff atmosphere, and it should be a playoff atmosphere. But bro, tears. Bless you. Out in that Chicago wind.
Been in that wind all day, bro.
Bro, it was. The tears. It almost looked scripted the way he started crying at the end of everything and just ran off the court like he just covered up his face like. That shit looked scripted.
The part that tickled me though was when he thought he got Marcus Morris ejected.
Right. Oh my god!
And he thought he threw his arm like, yeah, get him out of here. That part got me. He was like, get him out of here.
I will say this about Memphis: the people in Memphis should be very nervous about somebody like Ja Morant, who's had all his injuries, playing against somebody like Pat Beverly. And just be a little cautious. Just be a little aware that this guy's gonna be going all out every minute that he in the game. Ask Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook can even call his timeout.
I was just about to say, like, I know, look, it's crazy to think that was like 8 years ago, but that's still fresh in my mind. That's still fresh in my mind. Like, cause I remember that. I was like, damn, dude, like that really ruined like they whole playoff run.
Yeah. But he cried he just was going off. He was doing all that, then he just was like, he ran to the locker room. Like it was hilarious. It's like when you tell people you sorry and then you laugh. Like he did all this.
I'm sorry,
man. He was on the table. Yeah. He took his shirt and threw. Yeah. Then he just was like, grabbed and just went off. It was just hilarious.
Minnesota won, man. That crowd was lit. That crowd was lit for that game.
That crowd was definitely lit.
They ain't been to the playoffs but like one time since like 2005. So it's like they was lit for that game, bro.
So I guess
I was happy to see it.
I guess they had a reason.
Yeah, I was happy to see it, man.
Shout out to the family, man. Shout out to Justin Adams. I know you're gonna be back soon. I see Mackenzie just growing up before our eyes.
I know, man.
Bigger, bolder.
She look like she definitely got Justin facial expressions, boy. She be looking at them Justin faces, man.
Oh man,
looking at them Justin faces, man.
I'm just looking at it's 4:14. I'm gonna probably when it's 5:14, I'm gonna probably be going through the same thing. So
yeah,
that's
man.
what's up. That's what's up. Oh, bro. Shout out to everybody who joined us in the chat for a minute. Whoever stopped by.
Yeah, Monica Lakina, they stopped through. So yeah,
Monica Lakina. Who?
No, that's it. Yeah, Monica Lakina.
That was it.
Few other people slid through, but they didn't say nothing. They just slid through to see what was good.
They probably was surprised that they on there. They still do that. Yeah, we still
right. Like, oh, they still do that. Okay, 155. Damn.
155. So yeah, man. Thanks for everybody who hopped in for joining us for a minute. And you can catch us on what you gonna put this on YouTube and put it on Anchor.
It's already on YouTube, bro. It's already on YouTube.
It's already on Anchor. It's already on Spotify. It's already on etc. I don't know if that's an app, but I just wanted to say etc.
It's not an app. That's not an app, but that wouldn't be a bad app. An app for all your apps.
An app for all your apps called etc. Don't let nobody else hear that. We got to come up. We got to make that up.
Yo, somebody make that idea high. I'm gonna be so mad. If you make that, I'm gonna be so mad. Like,
oh man,
that's like, hey, did you ever see Hip Hop Uncovered?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the dude that worked Bimmy when he was working with LL. He was like, he told him to name it the GOAT. He was like, man, I was so dumb for not trademarking that. I was like, like that's how I'm gonna feel like somebody take etc. an app for all your apps and make it hot, bro.
It's almost like the story I heard about Magic Johnson that's trending on Facebook today about him not signing with Nike, taking $100,000 a year with Converse offered him $100K a year. He took that over Nike. Nike was gonna give him stocks, like $1 per shoe. And they say he missed out on like $5 billion going with Converse.
Man,
only thing I can say after that was damn, Magic.
That's how I feel about that. Like, damn, that's.
I know you're already rich as hell, but damn,
but that's what I was like. But probably because he was Magic, he probably could do that. Right. He probably could do that.
There ain't no Nike was up and coming like that. But now you look back like, damn, I could have had the Air Magic and all kind of shit. Damn.
But you know what? Another thing I'm starting to realize, like when you get older, sometimes you realize, like, damn, I could have did this, I could have did that. But you also like sometimes like you can't feel how you felt at that time. So you just think, you know what? Forget it, man. I stand by that. I stand by that because that's how I felt at the time. So that's all I got. That's how I felt at the time, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, cause it's easy to look back at like it's easy to look back at certain stuff in hindsight and be like, damn, maybe if I would have thought like this. But at that time, I didn't have that knowledge then, dog. I was just thinking this how I didn't know at the time.
I didn't know Nike was gonna come up like that. You know, I had Converse. Converse had 100 racks. I was like, come on with that 100 racks.
Like if you gave Portland another shot and told them this dude here is gonna be the best player ever.
And you tell them, hey, it's all right to have 2 shooting guards.
Right. If you give them that, like, then yeah, of course they're gonna take Michael Jordan. Like, but at the time, not knowing that, of course they're gonna make that mistake.
You would make 2 other people
happens.
throw up. I mean, rest in peace of Jerome Kershaw and everything, but he could have been starting Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan on the West Coast.
Man. You saw the Last Dance. Where the hell would the Bulls be without Jordan? They said they was getting outdrawn by the Chicago Sting.
Where would they be at?
Where the hell would the Bulls be if we never got Jordan? And I've thought about this before as a kid too.
We would be
I'd be scared.
Irrelevant.
Hey.
Irrelevant.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. If we had Michael Jordan, right? If we never had Michael Jordan, but we still had Derrick Rose, and that would have happened the way it did, and we never had Jordan, that would sting 10 times worse than it does.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already heartbreaking as it is. But like that would be like on 1 million, like on 10, bro. Like 1 million if we never had Jordan.
Man.
I'm glad we got Jordan, man.
Thank you. Sounds like that's house music. You ain't up on that.
Deep down inside.
Cubs going to the bottom of the 7th, and they are up 5-2 on the Rockies. Thank you for everybody who joined us in the chat tonight.
Are they at Coors?
They're at Coors.
I'm gonna go watch that, man. Hey, that's a nice ballpark. I went to Coors last year. Salute to Coors. I'm gonna go watch the end of that, actually.
Yeah. That's the saluter. He's the doctor of salutes. Dr. Chris Rouse, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Joseph Gregory.
Yeah.
Dr. Chris Rouse, we thank everybody that joined us for Sotg 155.
New Chris Rouse show tomorrow, audio only. New Chris Rouse show coming next week as well. New content, playoffs, NBA playoffs.
Go on and give us them plug-ins now.
Oh yeah, I mean you can catch me on the social media at Chris Rouse Show. You can catch my show on Twitter, on YouTube, Apple Anchor, YouTube, Spotify, YouTube. Just like you can catch Students of the Game on Twitter at SOTG Chicago, on Anchor, Apple, Google, Spotify, and YouTube at Students of the Game Chicago. And yeah, that's me.
That's you.
That's me. That's
us.
Yeah,
and we out. You can stick a fork in this because we're done. You can ring the bell. Class dismissed. We are out. I'll see you Monday morning for Joe with Joe. We'll see what happened this weekend in these playoffs. Peace. Everybody stay blessed out there.